Alex here. So last time we saw our group of adventurers, they were in the process of proving their worth in the wrestling arena. Not much has changed with that, as we are now in round 2 of their big fight. So, if you missed part 1, go check it out. Otherwise, there's not much more for me here. So let's get this show on the road. Welcome to Dungeon Tales, a Dungeons & Dragons 5e experience with 3.5 magic. I'm your Dungeon Master, Kaiser Stardust, joined by Mike, James, Kel, and Smokey. Without further ado, let's roll some dice! All right, guys, welcome back. So last time we left off, you guys are still in the ring and getting ready for combat. We are at the beginning of round 2. So let's get into it. We are going to go ahead and go on to back to the top. Now that we're back at the top, all of you guys are going to go ahead and get... if you have taken any damage, you guys are going to get HP back. You're going to get 8 HP back. All right, so Tony, you are currently up. What are you doing first?
All right, so you said that we can't use Charm Person. Could I use Cause Fear?
Yeah, I mean, it's not... I'll allow it. It's not a... Here's the thing. There is a referee, so... they are really the only one that's going to be making that call. Now, I do want to let you know how this referee works, okay? So basically, they are the one that's going to make the call whether or not they allow it or not. So you are allowed to basically do, for the most part, whatever, even if you're not wanting to follow these rules. However, anyone using dirty blows and cheap tricks, in the referee's view, is going to be given disadvantage on their next roll. And just to let you know, the referee is going to be kind of just watching. So here's what I'll say. I'll let you do what you're trying to do, and I'm going to have them do like a perception check and see if they notice. Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time again. Time for round 2 in this new amazing competition. We will really truly see who is going to be the underdog. So let's prove your worth.
Alright, I guess I will cast Cause Fear on the person I'm fighting.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
They need to roll a 14.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and have... And they failed.
I still have no idea what I'm fighting. Is it a human, you said?
They're just he's just this guy. He's wearing kind of like this bandana, kind of tied around his head, but he just looks like just kind of a brawler sort of guy.
Gotcha. And the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, or become frightened of you until the frightened target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns. It lasts for 1 minute with concentration, meaning if I take damage, I have to roll to make sure I keep concentration on the spell, and if not, then the spell fizzles. And the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, or become frightened of you until the frightened target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns. Head and agree? Yeah.
This must be the prophecies. Oh God, let me out of here! And they try to kind of move away from you. What else are you doing? Are you able to do anything else on your turn?
That was just an action. So I'm going to grab the mic again as a bonus action and just
Okay.
yell, "The best you can bring to me."
All right, give me a. Here's what I'll say. Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Persuasion with advantage. Hey, 21 total.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, the crowd goes wild. You hear the announcer kick onto the microphone, and he says, "Wow, would you look at that? I don't know where they're getting these fighters from. This guy's as scared as a kid. Ah, man, look at that crowd. Would you just look at that? This is gonna be a quick match, everyone."
as I'm like done speaking, I just start flexing.
Yeah, you go ahead and tell you what. Here's what I will allow. The next time you use an action, I'm gonna say you get a +3 on strength or dex, whichever one you want to choose. So yeah, it is currently their turn. Yeah, they literally can't do anything then on this turn. I'm gonna have them go ahead and re-roll their check. We'll see what happens to them on. Oh wow, okay, yeah, they are terrified. They got a 7. Yeah, 7. And it was a 12 they had to beat, right?
14 actually.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah. All right, they are immobilized. Wonderful. This is completely.
And you said
so,
if you're out of the ring for too long, does that means that you get disqualified?
Yeah. Oh yes. So yeah, actually, to move as far away from you, they would have actually jumped out of the ring. So they are like on like one of the far sides of the wall. So yeah. 2 rounds. If after 2 rounds they don't save and get back into the ring, they are disqualified. Tony, what are you currently doing for your action?
Well, I know it was 2 rounds. Oh, what the heck did I just do? Come back. So 2 rounds. He's out. He can't get back in the ring after this round, which is round 2.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have them. That's right. Let me go ahead before you do anything. Well, actually, what are you doing? Because it is your turn.
Yeah. The only way that I could lose right now is if the ref says anything. So.
Do you want to hold your action?
What if I just charm person the ref?
I would allow that. Sure. You are free to talk to the referee and do whatever you want with them. That is completely fine. Are you trying to do a spell, or are you just trying to talk to them? Like talk to them? Oh, I think you cut out there. What was that?
The spell.
Okay. Sure. Go ahead and here's what I'll say. Let's go ahead and make a quick check for sleight of hand to see if you can cast it without them checking, without them noticing there. So go ahead and do that first.
That is plus 17.
Okay, yeah, they are oblivious. They got an 8. I don't know who hired this ref, but they're obviously out of town. Yeah, what are you... all right, what do they have to roll against?
Wisdom.
Okay. Let me get stats for him. Okay, I'm going to go with this one.
Did you not expect this?
I didn't, no. All right, so they got... what'd they have to get?
14.
Oh, yeah, they got like an 18. So they're like... so, yeah, you go and you go to try and charge them. They're like, I feel a little funny. That's weird. I don't know what's up with that. And they go back to what they're doing. So they still don't know what's going on with the guy. He says, "Contestant, you need to get back in the ring, or you're going to be disqualified." I'm gonna go ahead and have this guy roll again. They what was it? 14, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they got like a 10. So this guy is at this point. This guy has like left the stadium. He has found a way out of the area, and like guards are trying to like fight him back, but he has like burst past them. He is gone, and the referee's like, "All right, well that's it. Let me check my notes. Yes, contestant Tony. Tony, we have a winner. Tony, please proceed on to the next exit, where you will be guided to the final round." So yeah. and you hear the crowds cheering your name, Tony. You're awesome, Tony. As you head on out of the stage. Is there anything you do before you leave?
I take the mic and say, to all my loyal fans, and then I just spike the mic onto the mat and walk away.
It's like detached to the ceiling, but somehow you like rip it from the ceiling and suplex it to the ground nonchalantly and walk off as everyone cheers in the background.
As like internally, I'm just like, I didn't know there was a second battle. I used all my spells. What am I gonna do?
All right, yeah, you're having this freak out as you walk on into the next arena. Here's what I'll say. The guard walks up to you and says, "Wow, that was a good fight out there, sir. I don't know your name, but it was a good fight. But here's what I'll tell you: the next one's the big one. So if you want to go rest up over there, feel free." And you see like a craft food service table with like food and just like a nice like chill lounge area for you to wait at.
I just do the thing like in anime that it's just like, thank God, but it's thank God.
All right.
And then I go and have a nice time. What does that do? Short rest or long rest?
I'll let you do a short rest, and you can expend half of your hit point rolls. But I don't think you took any damage.
I didn't. I don't get spent.
Sorry, you were cutting out there. What was that?
I said I don't get spells back, though. Ooh.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, that is
Wait,
unfortunate.
do I? Never mind, I do.
Ooh, I was gonna say, yeah, I thought with warlocks they get spells back on their short rest. All right, so sweet. Moving on to Sands.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now at round 2. We are jumping back into the fight as this amazing dragon versus Manticore fight continues. We have the fight of the ages. If you are anywhere other than your seat right now, you are missing the fight of the century. As we jump back into the ring, our dragon has the Manticore and a headlock, and it is bringing it up to the top rope. We have not stopped the combat at all during the course of these rounds, because that's just the way we do things here in the stadium. So let us get back into the amazing, spectacular fight of the century. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? It is time to prove your worth.
I'm going up to the top rope, which is my movement.
Sure.
And I'm going to do that whole kind of thing where I kind of bring him up with me, so he can contest me on that.
Yeah, tell you what. Well, actually, at this point, yeah. What I'm going to have you do first? Go ahead and roll your athletics check to take them down, and then they'll try and contest that.
Okay, that is a 16, and I'm going to try to do that thing where the wrestler takes them up, and they got them in the headlock kind of thing, and then they basically do that whole kind of flip forward with the person.
Okay, wonderful. So here's the thing. They are currently they failed their check. So yeah, you drag them. They are like thrashing against you. You being a dragon, this is just no effort for you at all. You just get up on top of this top rope. You grab them by like their head. I'm gonna say backwards or forwards. Which way?
I'm going flip,
Back flip or front flip?
forward flip.
Okay, tell you what, give me a performance roll. I want to see how well you do this.
That's good. Well, that's a +3. So that is a 13.
Okay, you're a little shaky on your dismount, but you, like, correct it perfectly in the air. I'm going to say you even use a little bit of your wings a little bit to kind of, like, stabilize yourself. But you do this frontward flip, taking their full weight against them and slamming them down onto the mat. I'm going to say that with this, you hear the crowd going wild. I'm going to say that for this, everyone is cheering. They love that. You get a +2 on strength or dexterity check, and just is straightforward and fast. I'm going to have you go ahead and roll your third. I'm going to try and see if you can pin them. Go ahead and roll your third movement.
Nat 20.
Holy shit! Okay! Wow! All right. So you slam them into the ground with such force that, like, they are completely trapped. You hear, like, cracking of ribs, and you hear, like, a roar of pain from them, and you hear the referee go, 1, 2, 3, and there it is, everyone. It's all over, just as quick as it started. And you hear the crowds go wild.
I'm going to reach out my hand
Oh, sure.
to him to help him up.
So you help the preacher up, and she says, "Well, yes, I overestimated you a little bit. Good match, I suppose."
And I give him a pound on the shoulder and a kiss on the cheek and pat them on the head and then walk away.
She responds. She says, "By the way, I don't think I ever caught your name. It's good to know the name of those who best you. What should I call you?"
And I lean in and I whisper into their ear, Zanmore.
Zanmore. I like it. It's got a cool ring to it. Well, I suppose I will see you around then. And she kind of limps back over to the exiting of the ring. And with that, a guard comes out and escorts you off of the platform to another door. All right, so we have our first win. Good job there, Sands. That is one less person I have to keep track of. All right, so next up we have Nightfall. Nightfall, what are you doing with Father Donovan in the church steeple?
Oh, let me move to the church steeple.
I don't know.
Are you using a father as a church? Woo!
It's like, what happened? Why aren't you in the ring anymore? Get back. The announcer's like, yo, what are you doing? Why are you over there? Come over here.
This is a roller.
I don't even know how I got here.
Father Donovan's like, oh, they're needing us back. Come on, let's go.
It's our time to go. Okay, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now in round 2 with this amazing, spectacular battle of the ages. In this corner we have Father Donovan, a holy man, and in this corner we have Nightfall, the elusive, the deceptive chiefly, a symbol of evil. Who will win in this battle between dark and the light, good versus evil, demon versus holy man? Let's find out, because it's time to prove your worth.
All right, what are you doing?
I am gonna take my mace. I'm going to set it aside. I'm going to run up it to him, and I'm going to try to punch him in the face.
Ooh, okay. Just going for a straight punch. All right. Yeah, strength plus whatever your strength modifier is. Ooh, they are back actually up at full health. I forgot.
19.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I mean that totally passes. Yeah.
2 points.
It's just 2 points. 2 points of damage. All right. They're like,
don't kill him.
Yeah. They are dead. They fall down and die instantly. Killed this old man. No. They.
I didn't use my base.
Yes, they.
Want to accidentally kill him.
Yeah, they spit out like a little bit of blood, and they're like,
Huh, that's cute. Just going straight for punches, I see. Well, 2 could play at that game.
Alexander's gonna go ahead and go. Are you doing anything else? Are you grabbing the mic or anything? What you do, since Alex is going on your turn, if you could do a tag team sort of situation, grab the mic, and I will allow it to where if you persuade the crowd correctly, you can give Alexander a bonus or whatever he does next.
See, I don't know what to say. I don't know Alex much, and honestly, the crowd already hates me, so I'm at a disadvantage.
Okay, all right. So you're just gonna do the punch in the face and go on over to Alex, right?
Well, because I punch him in the face, can I use the bonus action as another attack?
You are unarmed, so yes, you technically would have. It would be the equivalency of like a rogue. So yes, I'll allow that. Just roll a straight roll. Don't add proficiency.
9.
Okay, yeah, they easily deflect that. They're like, you think the same trick's gonna work twice? Come on, I may be old, but I'm not dumb. We are now.
Record show, I didn't call you dumb, sir. You first offended me to stand up for myself, and now you're trying to put words in my mouth. That is not right.
What is, alright, so it is now Alex's turn. What is Alex gonna do, right? So yeah, he's noticing, he's like, shit, I totally forgot that this ring totally has healing properties. It's almost like it doesn't do anything. Alright, well, I'm just gonna go for it. And he, does this running, he runs backwards. He's gonna use his movement to kind of run backwards and spring off of one of the tight ropes. And he is going to charge at this Father Donovan. And he is going to go ahead and try and grapple them.
Don't forget he has D4 also.
Oh, that is right. All right, wow, they got an 18. I do not think he is going to be able to contest that. We will see. That is a cocked dice. No, he did not. So yeah, you see Alexander do this kind of tightrope bounce and uses the momentum to jump up and just kind of grapple him from the back. And he fully grapples him, and you hear Father Donovan go impossible! As he is pulled backwards by this small little gnome. It is a very amusing sight to be seen. This tall humanoid man, this tall human man being grappled by a small 5-foot gnome. Yeah, he is currently in a grapple.
Alright, Nightfall, it is currently your turn. What are you doing?
I'm going to use the help action.
Okay, yeah,
help.
Tutorial comes up with a paper clip. He says, "Hi, I'm part of Microsoft Word. How can I help you?"
Basically, what I'm trying to do is I'm going to help Alex take him, but because Alex goes after me, I'm going to help him, meaning Alex will now have advantage on the roll to make it easier for us to pin him down so we have a closer shot of winning.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and have them roll then with advantage for this takedown. Let's see what happens. Ooh, thank goodness for that advantage. They got a 7 for their first roll, but a 17 for their second. So I'm going to have him go ahead and roll. Yeah, wow. Okay, yeah, he's really got the upper hand. So here's what I'll say. Alex has basically used his body momentum to push him back towards the turnbuckle and the ropes. And then he is going to actually take one of the ropes and actually put it in between of him and Father Donovan to where Father Donovan is almost on the outside of the ring. And he is going to try to basically shove them in such a way where they are tied up in the ropes. And it's going to basically springboard them to the ground. So he basically slingshots, he pulls it back and then slingshots him from out of the ring into the ring onto the ground, hitting him in a kind of a chokehold at the same time. I'm going to have him just go ahead and roll his
Third roll.
Ooh, that is a 18. Let's see what
Father Donovan got.
Wow, okay, and with that, yeah, Alex is able to complete this block, and you see Father Donovan just kind of tap the mat, and the referee's like, and just like that, it's all over, folks. We have our champions, and the crowd goes wild. And the guard comes up and motions for you to head on out of the room.
I wanna, even though he really annoyed me, I'm gonna help him up, brush off his robe, grab my mace, and then I'm leaving.
All right, and as you're walking off, you hear Father Donovan say,
This isn't over, boy. In case you haven't heard, there's a war going on. My crusade will not be completed until we send you and the rest of the hellspawn that plague this land back to the 9 hells where you belong.
And you see with that, he kind of flicks his robe and turns and walks off in the opposite direction.
I grab the runestone in my hand and I just squeeze it tightly, and basically doing a mantra of, this is not right, this is not right, this is not right.
Hey y'all, Kel here, with a quick ad break to tell you about Anchor. What is Anchor, you may ask? Well, it's only the easiest way to make and upload your own podcast. Let me explain why. Well, for starters, it is free. That's right, Free, free. And with all of us sheltered in and hunkered down, now is the best time to make a podcast. They also have built-in creation tools that let you record and edit the audio straight from your computer, or even your phone. You don't even need to download anything. Plus, Anchor will distribute your podcast to places like Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more places where podcasts are listened to, letting you focus on your creating. But the best part of this whole thing is that you can make money from your podcast with sponsorships through Anchor that require no minimum listenership. It is huge for everyone just starting out. It is everything you need to make a successful podcast in one central location. Now, if you're ready to take your big idea and share it with the world, then go over to anchor.fm, download the app, or simply click the link in the description to get started today. Well, that's all for me. Happy sailing.
Hey, Kaiser here. Today's episode is made possible by Audible. Now, as most of you know, Audible is the leading provider of audiobooks with over 180,000 books to choose from. Now, I know when I'm on a long drive or stuck in my daily commute, or even just wanting to relax with something to keep my mind off the grind, Audible comes through. And between you and me, I enjoy them because my attention span does not let me sit down to read traditionally, since I have so many things I'm doing during the day. So, if you're wanting to start your free 30-day trial, head on over to audibletrial.com/Dungeon Tales, or follow the link in our description and enjoy a free audiobook on us. That's all for me. Now back to the adventure. All right. Yeah, as you're kind of freaking out, you proceed on to the next area where you meet, I'm going to say you meet Sans and Tony at the craft food service table. And so Alex and you are now rejoined with Sans and Tony, and you guys are having like tuna sandwiches and some real good food there.
We're at an earshot of Pastor Donovan now, right?
Oh yeah, he's the losers go to like a completely different area. Yeah, so you guys are
motherfucker. I want to beat his ass so hard. How have you guys been?
So as you guys catch up, we're gonna go ahead and pan back over to Cacta. It is now your turn.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the ring with the fight between these two fairly eccentric individuals. In this corner we have, as you know, Cacta, the TeknoAxe. And in this corner we have our secret and surprise guest, who turns out to be the very tavern owner of our own little slice of heaven down the way. Now, if you're just tuning in from home, do not worry. This fight has just for the most part started. We have not really had any sort of blow-on-blow action. We haven't had any sort of, fancy footwork. So not to worry, folks. You have not missed a thing. Let's tune in and watch as they prove their work.
I really don't want to hurt her.
Well, you could always go for a pin, but again, it's up to you.
Yeah, that's... Man, but that's still going to be an athletics thing. I'm going to try to pin her.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
And that's going to be an athletics check. Oh boy.
Yep. Unless you want to get on the mic, you can try and see if you can get advantage on that.
Well, actually, I still should have had that plus 4 D6. D6.
Do you also have a D6?
Yeah, because of the when I shook her hand, good sportsmanship stuff.
Yes, of course. Yeah, you do actually already have that bonus.
9, 11.
I'll say DC 15, just so you know. Actually, no. DC 10. This crowd is relatively easy. I set that decent relatively.
With already modification, I've got an 11 on being able to grapple.
Oh, okay. You're doing the grapple. Oh, gotcha. Well, what's with your modifications? That bonus only lasts until the end of your next turn. It's not.
It's going to be a 13.
They totally failed that. Yeah. Here's what I'm gonna say. From their previous jump, like you can see, like they totally landed incorrectly. Since this is all happening kind of together, you just use that to your advantage really quickly and grab them, and they are now in like this weird, awkward grapple where they're kind of like almost falling over, but like you have them in this. I'm gonna say like you've got like their one of their arms and their legs kind of like pinned in this kind of like behind their back. It's a very kind of complicated pin. But you currently have them grappled. So tell you what, to speed this up, I'm gonna have you go ahead. Let's go ahead and roll to see what happens from here. Go ahead and roll your next advantage check.
There's no way they're gonna hit that. That's a 7.
7? Let's see what they get. Yeah, okay. They got a 17. So they are able to kind of spin around and they're able to kick off of you. Just so that way I keep everything consistent, I'm going to have them go ahead and do their turn against you. I'm going to say that they're going to go ahead and try and go straight for a pin. And again, they are just not good at getting the pins. They're like, I just can't quite get that technique right. A little rusty. Yeah, they got a 1. So they completely butcher it. Like, honestly, at this point, you're starting to get, like, you can tell she's getting boos in the crowd, being like, this is a really bad match, you hear, like, someone in the crowd say, and the announcer's like,
Well, you heard it here, folks. We thought this Kid Crew was going to show us what's up, but it seems like, honestly, this is just a blow-for-blow situation. And, quite frankly, it's looking pretty sucky out there on the mat. I'm hoping someone does something relatively quickly before I have to go pick up my wife.
Oh, come on!
So what are you doing?
Well, seeing as I failed to pin him the last time, looks like I gotta try again!
Alright, yeah, he's at full health, so go ahead. It will be, instead of having them roll with advantage, I'll just have you roll at disadvantage. Go ahead and roll.
So that would be 2 and I take the lower.
Yeah, you would take the lower. I'll let you know you have to beat a 17.
Yeah, that's a 12.
That's 12. Alright, yeah, you go to, like, try and pin them, and they effortlessly dodge out of the way. You see her, jump backwards and grab her daggers, and she says, sorry, love, but, I'm not really good on strength, if you know what I mean, but I'm good at slitting throats. So, sorry about it. And she is gonna go ahead and attack, I'm gonna say that, so let me see here. Yep, she is gonna go ahead and attack, and I'm gonna have her roll at advantage for this one, because this was kind of out of the blue. It doesn't matter because the dice are cursed. A 10. Does a 10 beat your AC?
No.
Okay, yeah, she goes to, like, slash at you, but she, like, trips on, like, a loose piece of the rug on the mat. She's like, oh, whoa! And you hear the announcer say, oh, man, I thought we totally fixed that. And you hear, like, and you hear the announcer slightly laugh into the microphone.
Question, DM.
Yes.
Can I go find out where he is and go cheer him on?
Oh, okay, sure, like a secret challenger from the ring. Yeah, okay.
Can I do that as well?
Here's what I'll say. Nightfall, you still have the Pendant of Guidance. Go ahead and roll with advantage on survival to see if you can navigate your way to that area. I do believe we all forgot about that until I re-listened to the recording.
You said survival?
Yes.
I knew paying off the Cheshire Cat would work.
All right, yeah, what'd you get for that roll?
16 as the roll plus, I think, 2.
Okay, yeah, you're actually able to follow the signs. There's actually, like, you notice that there's signs, but you also, like, I'm gonna say this, you're in the craft food service table and you're just like, man, I wonder if I can find these guys. And you pull out the pendant and, like, you speak to it, and you see this kind of, like, little kind of glowing trail. So you start following it, kind of like a GPS navigation, and then you just look up and you're like, oh, there's signs that literally say Zone 5. Gotcha. It's just one of those blonde moments that you have, and you just continue walking, and you're like, oh, well, whatever. But yeah, so Cal, are you joining?
Yes, I am.
So Tony and Nightfall, both of you head over. Sans, what are you doing? Are you following or staying?
Sure, I want to go watch the fight.
Okay, so you guys all head over there. Can I just get one person from the group to give me a group survival roll, please? Not survival. I'm meant to say stealth. I don't know why I said survival.
Because you're used to a group survival roll?
Alright, I guess I'll roll stealth. Fuck it. Could I use my inspiration that I got, like, the first session we ever had?
Sure.
Wow.
Alright, 17 that time.
Okay, wonderful. So perfect. So yeah, you guys stealthily head on back over there, and you're able to find this area relatively easily. There's big giant signs everywhere. You make your way over to this area, and you see that Cacta is fighting the Kinku that all of you guys remember from the tavern. You see that this Kinku's not doing very well. You also see Cacta is it's kind of just it seems like kind of a bit of a stalemate, and it seems like the crowd is kind of like indifferent at this point. We are gonna go ahead and tell you what are you guys wanting to do in this situation? Are you wanting to join into the ring, or what are you wanting to do?
I literally just came to cheer him on and be the Captain cheerleader.
Okay, do you join? Do you go into
I'm
the
cheering
crowd?
on the Kenku. I'm cheering on the Kenku.
Wow!
Okay, so are both of you sitting on different areas? Are both of you sitting on different areas of the of the crowd scene?
Yes.
Okay. And what about you, Nightfall? Are you joining, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I was the one cheering for Cacta when.
Yeah, he was already the one cheering.
Kenku.
Okay. What about?
And
I think I'm missing
Tony.
Tony. Yeah, Tony.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Fuck it. I'll just go to the into the crowd and then not cheering for anyone. Really.
Tell you
just
what.
watching.
As you make your way into the crowd, give me an investigation check.
All of us or just Tony?
Just Tony.
5.
Okay. Tell you what. Yeah. Everyone, give me. Everyone who's in the stadium, in the crowd, give me an investigation roll.
Yeah, you had to switch that from stadium to crowd.
Yeah, from the
Because
whole
I'm
stadium.
too busy.
11.
Ooh, okay. Here's what you find with an 11. As you go to sit down, you see underneath one of the seats this very menacing-looking pickaxe is sitting under the seats.
I'm going to look under there for a chair.
Okay, give me an investigation.
That's a, 16.
Yeah, you realize that this whole crowd is sitting on chairs. You just rip one out from under somebody, and they fall to the ground.
Yeah, I'm just going to throw it to the Kenku.
Okay.
Ow.
You hear the announcer go, "Wow, would you look at that? There's some interference coming from the crowd. Wow, this is exciting." And you hear the announcer say, "Referee, what do you think? You think this is something that we should allow?" The referee just looks over and says, "I've seen it done before, boss. Sure, go for it." All right, well, you heard it here, everyone. We're introducing chairs. I'm going to have the Kinku go ahead and roll just a quick athletics check just to try and grab this.
I hope it hits.
They got they effortlessly grab it out of the ground. Wow, it's on the ground now.
Wow, nice throw.
With the dragon throwing it, I can see it though.
They grab it. They grab it from the air, and they now have this chair. So the chair does have some of its own properties, but we will get to that in a second. As of right now, Cacta, it is your turn. What are you doing? You see this Kinku now has a chair.
Oh boy. And there's still the healing factor too, so I can't exactly hurt her. Like, at all.
So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna go for that grapple?
That's all I can do!
Alright, go ahead and go for that grapple.
So, I realized that my armor has its own little thing that it's pretty much like my clawed attack, but it does give me a little bit more damage.
Okay.
Yeah. Just pull, just activate the claws on my armor.
Yeah, you have a special armor if I remember right. You got claws imbued into the armor. Correct.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
they're like magic claws. So I imagine they're just these glowing blue claws.
Yeah, sure. What are you gonna do with that?
I'm gonna make an attack.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, let's see. Oh, regular D20. Don't let me down. That would be the 2.
The 2. Okay, yeah, you go for a claw attack, and they just like deflect it with the chair. Like they just hit your claws out of the way. They're gonna go ahead and go for an attack now. They are going to go ahead and try and hit you with this chair.
It's just gonna become a battle of just blows.
Does a 14 hit?
Grapple. Does a what?
Does a 14 hit?
No.
Okay, they go and like hit you, but like you're able to like deflect it. Like you just.
I'm just using their claws that are still out just to deflect the chair.
Yeah, they're like. She says, "This is a hell of a fight, ain't it? This is exciting." As you hear booing from the crowd. It is now back to you, unless anyone else is willing to interject here.
I want to bring it with us, though.
You know how I still have that magic item that lets me summon ocean creatures?
Oh no!
Oh yes.
What would happen if I took one of those weird watery balls and throw it at the ring?
Well, you've got 2 options of what's going to happen. So, give me. I'm going to roll a d4 to tell you which one.
Oh, I know exactly which one I hope it is.
Okay. So, all right, you go and throw this ball towards the crowd, and you see this flash of light from this slimy ball as it transforms into this octopus. Give me an attack roll, please, with strength.
Based off of mine, or just...
Yes.
Oh.
It'll go off of your stats.
It'll go based off of my stats. Alright, so that's just a straight roll. Wait, plus proficiency, I'm assuming?
Yes, this is crazy.
Am I proficient in controlling octopus? I never would have thought I've ever had to ask that question.
Well, you know, win in a wrestling match.
So yes.
I apparently today. What'd you roll?
A 9, and then if I get my proficiency bonus, then it's +2.
Yeah, I'll let you do proficiency off animal handling if it's higher.
Animal handling is much higher.
All right, sure. What? Add in your proficiency for animal handling on your roll.
Oh, okay. That would be a 13 then total.
Okay, that actually just beats their AC.
Oh.
That literally is their AC. So here's what happened. You toss this thing like a Pokeball. You see this flash of light. You see this octopus just flying through the air. You hear the announcer go, "Look at that! They ground some more interference!" As this thing arches across the ring and like grapples this Kenku, and she's like, oh gracious, what is that? Ew, it's slimy. And I'm gonna go ahead and say that is considered their first grapple. Go ahead and roll again to try to take them. See if the octopus can pin them. You hear someone from the crowd like, "Referee, are you gonna call that? What is this?"
That's a 23 total.
Oh my god, okay, they're gonna have to beat that. They do not. This octopus catches them completely off guard. It wraps its tentacles around them and basically grabs their legs in such a manner where they're off balance and they just fall to the ground. And the referee just responds to the crowd, be like, "Hey, listen, I don't make the rules here. What do you want from me? It's an octopus. I mean, it's a contestant, I suppose." And go ahead and roll your final one to try and pin them. Or do you want to give a help action to Cacta?
I was just about to say, I just yelled to Cacta in the stands, "Pin her now!" And then I would like to give him the help action.
Okay, go ahead and roll with advantage to try and pin them. Get in there, Cacta. What's your roll?
Well, I still want to kiss her.
Okay.
Well, now she
that.
wrapped up in tentacles. Of course, you can kiss her now.
Well, I'm gonna kiss her just to like surprise her even more.
While
Okay, tell you
Finally
what.
pinning her.
Here's what I'll say. Give me the strength, give me the athletics check to try and pin them, and then give me a performance check to see how well this kiss goes.
while all this is happening, I'm just walking back to the craft food table.
And this was with advantage, right?
Yes. And yeah, Nightfall, yeah, you're just like, I'm gonna go get some macaroni. Like, I'm over this.
Well, with advantage, I got a 13.
Okay, they'll have to beat that. They got a 10. So you successfully pinned them. And with that, give me that performance roll. See how that kiss goes over.
Oh boy!
Cat kissing a bird. I never thought I'd see the day.
11?
Okay, alright. I'm gonna see how she takes that. I don't know how to interpret this. I'm gonna say they don't reveal their emotions. You just you go to kiss them. You see this like they let you kiss them, but you see this like look of shock. And while you're doing that, you're also pinning their arms to the mat, and you hear the referee go 1, 2, 3, and it's all over, folks. And you hear just mixed reactions from the crowd, and you hear someone just stand up and say, I feel completely ripped off by this. I didn't know they were lovers. And like someone just storms off, and like, you have a mixture of roses being thrown onto the stage along with popcorn and tomatoes as you guys are just showered in this mess of garbage. As you kiss this Kinku.
The Kinku smiles and you both get to your feet. And she says, well, that was unexpected and a really fun fight. You know, I wish you guys the best of luck with winning this thing. And hopefully I'll see you around. Perhaps. With that, she heads back through the doors leading out of the stadium. And with that, you guys make your way out of the stage and head on to the next arena.
So you guys all make your way through this chamber. You leave the craft food service table. Everyone has had another equivalency of a short rest. You guys are all fine, doing great. And you are led by a guard. This time as a group, not individually. You guys are led by a guard to another room. This room is a big open chamber.
In the center of this room, there is a huge octagon ring with hundreds of crowd stands around it.
You hear the roars of the crowd as you emerge out of this entrance. And when you go into this room, you see these big, huge spotlights. You see hundreds of different individuals in the bleachers, way bigger than the other one. And you see this, again, big ring in the center of this podium. And a big spotlight comes on, and you hear a voice from an undisclosed area.
Ha ha ha! Welcome, contestants, to the House of Pain. Now, I'm sure you're all wanting to get a second chance at being a winner, a true underdog. You're wanting a chance at showing the man upstairs that you have what it takes to rise up and get to the end of this challenge. An undisputed champion, if you will. Well, unfortunately, you have just so happened to come into the ring with none other than Dwayne the Rock Golem Johnson. And sadly, I'm a man of the people, and I have to give them what they want. And that is an epic showdown. You see,
And as you're listening to this booming voice, you see descending from the ceiling a humanoid figure, and he's holding a microphone, and he says,
You see, normally I'd go on one-on-one with you, but that's boring. What do you say, crowd? 5 versus 1 against your champion, Dwayne "The Rock" Gollum Johnson.
And that's where we'll end our episode. Hey guys, thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed this newest episode. We're still new at this, and your support always means a lot. If you enjoyed listening to this episode, please share us with your friends. If you want to help support us, please also feel free to check out our Patreon or Coffee links in the description. Theme song is made by me and my friend Kel, and art is by my friend Ray, who you can find at Shawnee Spring on Twitter. This podcast is supported by a lot of love from the community and you. So again, thank you all for helping us meet our dreams of making exciting and fun content. And with that, we will see you in 2 weeks in the next episode. Bye for now.